All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live. Let's get started. All right, so today we're going to be going over exactly how to use the range bar overlay on MetaTrader because it's actually such a crazy feature, such a crazy function, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how it works. So basically, for anyone who's just joining, welcome to the live. I'm here every single day doing live trades. Let me just move this up here. All right, there we go. So I'm doing live trades. I'm showing you guys exactly how I make thousands of dollars a day from the markets. And I walk you through the exact steps, answer any questions that you guys have. And guys, the nice thing is the markets are actually open 24/7 now. So we can actually be trading at any given time. Save just saying, how hard is it to day trade with the range bars? No, so actually with the range bars, it's actually, it's crazy. I'm going to show you guys how it works, okay? So let's see. So right here on the reversal here, I'm going to do a trade. So you guys see how the range bars are red right now? As soon as it goes green, there we go. So it's going green right now. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to enter this buy trade, okay? So I'm going to enter this buy trade. Let's see. There we go. All right, so I just entered this buy trade. I'm going to then go ahead and I'm going to set my stop loss and my take profit. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, there we go. So let's see if I can drag this down right here. Where was our entry? Our entry was 94,166. So it's going to be 94.66, so right there, and our take profit at 92.66. There we go. There we go. So now we've set our stop loss and our take profit on this trade. And on the range bars, we can actually, so we're trading BTC right now. So I can just actually click Alt B. Right here, Alt B. There we go. So I can actually set up a little arrow that shows where I'm entering, just so you guys can see. So that's exactly where I entered my buy trade. Now we're just going to let it ride out. We're going to see what happens. And right here, we're trading on MetaTrader 5 with the JST range bar overlay. All right. So what are the range bars? Okay. So here's the thing. Every single person that you see that's doing analysis is losing money. They're losing money. All of those guys that you guys are seeing that have, use this code for this much off of the prop firm. All of those guys are losing money trading. I'm the only one that comes here. I do all my trades live. I show you guys exactly what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. I've been showing you guys live for like 6-7 years now. You guys have all seen my accounts grow every single day because I'm the only one that could do it because I actually have built a trading system. Okay, I'm not drawing lines on a chart. There's no trust me bros. There's none of those things, okay? There's no emotions. There's no there's no opinions because my opinion actually doesn't matter. Your opinion doesn't matter. And especially those guys that are trying to sell you guys on courses, their opinions don't matter at all. All right. Yo, Gabriel, what's going on? What up? Thailand trader saying BTC. Yeah, so we're trading BTC right now. We just entered a buy trade. And you guys can see using the range bars right here, we got the reversal. And right here is where I entered the buy trade. And now we're starting to move up. Right there, all right, and you guys can see we're in profit around $100 right now. I mean, we just entered the trade. We're gonna let it ride out. So let's go. All right. So for anyone who wants to get access to this, guys, you should go right now. And there we go. So we're at about $190 in profit right now. It's there you go. We're at $495 in profit. I don't know if you guys can see that. There we go. Let me just move out of the way here. So we're at about, $300, $400 in profit. And I showed you guys exactly how I'm doing this. And look at the range bars entry, okay, guys. Just look at where we entered on the range bars. So as soon as the range bars went green, we entered a buy trade. That's what this arrow is showing. And I entered this buy trade, and that's exactly what we do every single day. So we just enter at the range bars reversal. Okay, so as soon as the range bar reverses, so as soon as the range bars go from red to green, we're looking for a buy trade. And as soon as the range bars are going green to red, we're looking for a sell trade. Gabriel is saying, long time, didn't see you coming live. Hope everything is going well. Yeah, everything is going really well. We actually have our new range bars overlay system, which you guys can get access to right away. So guys, there we go. We're at about 400 and right here, about $300-400 in profit right now. We just entered this trade live. You guys can see exactly why I entered, where I entered. Now, there's no reason to do any technical analysis because you guys know technical analysis, anytime you are doing any sort of analysis, you're going to be wrong. You're going to end up losing money. This is why we make money on a daily basis. All right, so I'm going to show you guys how to set up the range bars overlay. Okay, so user saying, do you have in-person classes? Yeah. So you guys can actually just come to our office. I'm here like most of the days, but you guys can feel free to come to our office. So if you just go to our website, you should just go to our website, justsimpletrading.org. Okay, so if you go there, justsimpletrading.org, everything is there. Okay, all of the information is there. You guys can actually see the difference between using our range bar system versus trying to do analysis on these candles, which is not possible. And then you look at the range bars. It's so clean and easy and linear to see exactly what's happening. UMG saying, what are the range bar settings? Okay, so right here, I'll show you guys. On BTC, when it comes to the settings, okay, so let's go right here to BTC. So on BTC, I like to set the range size 20, and I leave the level, offset level, I leave it at 20 as well. Okay, so 20 and 20. And then let's see. All right, there we go. So that trade hit stop loss. And what we're going to do is we're going to be doing more trades. We're going to be showing you guys exactly, how we do the trading. Because the main thing is you have to remember is we're always risking less than 1% of our balance, okay? So right here in this account, you guys can see we have just over about $1 million in this account. Now, this is a live account on a regulated broker. We actually have multiple accounts. So we have an account on TradeXN as well. But this is the MetaTrader 5 account. UMG saying, what is the range bar setting? So it's 20 and 20. Atal is saying, is it future spot or what? So basically, this is futures and derivatives. So we're trading futures and derivatives here. All right. So one thing that we can do is we can actually add the super trend indicator to the range bars directly. Now, let me show you guys how we do that, okay? So let me move the range bars overlay right here. Okay. So the next thing that we'll do is as soon as the range bars overlay, the range bars go green again, we'll enter our next buy trade. Okay. So there we go. So the range bars are going green. So we just entered our buy trade. I'm going to go ahead and set our stop loss and take profit right away as well. And you guys know we're going to set it at about 100 points. All right. So there it is. And then I'm going to set my take profit also at about 100 points. There we go. All right. So our stop loss and take profit is set now. How to set up the range bars, and with these indicators also apply to daily open stocks. Yeah, so actually you can get access to the range bars on all of the different markets. So here, I'll show you guys. So if you just click start here on the top right, okay, if you click start here, then you go to select market. Now you can see we actually have the range bars, we have the range bars running on all of the markets. So whichever markets you want to trade, you can just open it. So we have a lot of crypto markets. We have a lot of Forex markets, indices, stocks, and even commodities. So we will be trading, we'll be trading gold, we'll be trading NASDAQ as well throughout the week. But today I'm going to show you guys exactly how we use the range bars overlay. So what is the range bars overlay? So here's the problem. Most people are going to be doing analysis on these candles, right? And what's going to happen is you're going to continuously over time end up losing a lot of money. Now, the reason is because you're looking at these candles. And let me show you guys the difference. So right here, again, this is the time-based candles. You actually don't know where to enter. But if you look at our range bar system, it shows us exactly which way the trend is actually going. So you can see right here, we're in an uptrend. And as soon as we're starting this downtrend, that's where we'd be looking for a sell trade. As soon as the range bars are going from red to green, this is where we'd be looking for a buy trade. And then over and over again. And that's how we're able to catch these huge, huge moves in the markets just because of the range bars. And now you get access to these range bars as well. Right here. Can you type promo code sign up? So Tizo, there's no promo code. So just go to justsimpletrading.org. The link is actually in my bio, justsimpletrading.org. Just go there and then click start engine. And when you click start engine, you just need to make an account and then you go right into our platform, which is the JST Algo Bars platform. All right. Let's see. All right, so how to set up the range bars. So basically, you just click start here on the top right, then you select whichever market you want. So let's say we want to open up BTC. So right here, it says configure range bars, right? So the range bar size for BTC, I like to leave it at 20 because 20 points is then the size of each bar. And then I leave the level also at 20. So that way you have a nice step up or a nice step down and we're able to see exactly which way the trend is going. So then very simply, we just click open chart and here's the range bars. Now, basically, instead of, if you guys can see a very clear difference between these time-based candles, which is we have no idea what's going on. Whereas with the range bars, we can very clearly see, okay, we're in a downtrend. Now, right here, as soon as it starts to go green, I'll show you guys, we'll enter a buy trade. And, basically what our strategy is we risk less than 1%. We enter the trade at range bar reversal. We set our stop loss and take profit, always at 100 points above and below our entry. And that's basically the trading strategy. Okay, that's how I've been making money for over 6-7 years, almost 8 years now. All right. So let's see. Tame is saying, why is the range bars with payment? Actually, so the range bars used to run on a YouTube stream for all of you guys through our servers. But we've actually built this platform where you get your own range bars. Now, what's happening is because when you connect to a range bar stream, there's data that's being fed directly to you. This is why you're getting the lowest latency data feed that you could ever find. And you're also getting our range bar system, which actually cost us over $1.8 million to build, which is crazy. So now you guys can go get the range bars all on your own. There you go. So the range bars are going green. So we just entered a buy trade. And you guys know I'm going to set my stop loss and take profit right away. So I'm just going to click modify position. I'll set my stop loss right here. So our entry was 93,975. So I'm going to set it to 93,875. So 100 points below is my stop loss because we're in a buy. And then I'm going to set my take profit 100 points above. So that's going to be 94,075. So that's right there. All right. So there we go. Now I've set my stop loss. I've set my take profit. Now we're just going to let this ride out. Now here's the thing. Instead of having the range bars on the side like that, and then, going back and forth, we've built the range bars overlay. Now, let me make this bigger so then I'll show you how the overlay works. So you click overlay on the top right corner, all right? And then right here, here's the range bars overlay. Now you can select your market. You can do the range bars overlay on any market that you have access to, okay? So right there, so BTC, range size 20, offset 20, and then just apply, and there you go. Now what we can do is we can place the range bars right here on our time-based candles. And what that does is now we're not being distracted by what's happening in the back. Now we can very simply just look at these the range bars. All right. Let's see right here. Yo, DD boy, what's going on? M4 is saying, please do lives frequently. Yeah, I'm going to start to do lives on a daily basis now. We're going to come live. I'm going to be doing live trades every single day. So make sure you guys turn on the live notifications. And where do you get the range bars from? So they're running now on our platform. So all you got to do is you just go to our website. The link is also in my bio, but just go to our website, justsimpletrading.org, justsimpletrading.org, and then just click start engine, make an account, and you'll get access to the range bars right away. Yo, Dave, what's going on? Let's see. Portlander saying, is super trend not necessary anymore? So here's the thing. Actually, what we've built is you can have the super trend indicator on the range bars. Okay, so let me show you guys this. And basically what it's doing is it's actually using range bar logic and not time-based candle logic to actually build the super trend. Now, what does any of those things that I just said mean? I'll show you. So right here, if I click indicators, and then you guys can see we've built out all of these indicators for the range bars. They're specific to the range bars. So I'll just click and drag the super trend over, and there you go. So you can see, if I zoom out, you can see we have the super trend indicator right here on the range bar. So if you want to use the super trend and have that extra confirmation, then you can always use the super trend like that. Okay, so right here, we can see we're in a downtrend. You know, the super trend is red. And let me just zoom in here a little bit. Okay, and we're pushing up a little bit. So this could basically just be a pullback. So as soon as we start to go red again, I can enter a sell trade. Okay, so that's what I'd be looking for right here, because the super trend is still the super trend is still red. All right, there we go. So it just went green now. All right. Let's see. King Midas saying no more Abato. Actually, this is just Abato's MT5. A lot of people didn't know that Abato has MT5. So if you click start here, you go to platforms, right? So right here, you can see you can be trading on the Abato web trader, or you can trade on their MetaTrader. So Abato's MetaTrader, or you can trade on TradeXN. Whichever one you have an account with, you can just click it, and then you can trade there. All right. Let's see. M4 saying, can we start with 5K? Yeah, you could definitely start with 5K for sure. Nothing wrong with that. That's a good amount to start with. So you can either use TradeXN or Abato, whichever one. All of the links are through the platform here. So actually, in this section, this start here section, everything is here. So when you click start here, if you go to manage, you can add whichever markets you want to the range bars. If you go to platforms, then you can actually add all of the whichever platform you have an account with, or if you don't have an account, just make an account on any of the platforms in here. For the live sessions, if you click live session, the links to my Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok are all there. So you can actually just click there whenever I'm live, and then just go to any of the any of those streaming sites or live streams that are happening. Right here is our Discord. So if we have over 8,000 people in our Discord, so you can actually join our Discord. You can always, see what's going on. I always actually give a heads up in the Discord whenever I'm about to go live. The next thing is training videos. Now, a lot of people are always wondering, how do we use the range bars? Okay, now we have the range bars. How do we use them? So if you go to training videos, I've made step-by-step videos on how our strategy works, how we use the range bars, how to use the super trend, how to get everything set up, and it's all free. So it's completely free for you guys to go get access to. So don't waste time. Get started right away. And now here's one like really crazy thing that we've built for a lot of people who are wondering, how can we make some extra money on the side? Obviously, there's like the trading aspect of it, but also a lot of people, you're good at marketing, or you have a huge community. Now, if you go over here, basically, for example, let's say that you know how to run meta ads, okay? Or you know how to run ads locally or online. Now, for example, if you were to, do ads to JST, check out the earning simulator, which you guys can check out yourself as well. Basically, this is through the data fees that are being collected. So, for example, if you get 500 traders, signed up, basically you'd be looking at about $81,000 annually, which is pretty crazy. 1,000 traders, so 1,000 people on it, you're looking at about $162,000 every year. So there's actually a lot of ways here that you can make some money on the side. But the main thing is the range bars. Now, right here, so you guys can see the range bars are showing a big uptrend. As soon as we get that reversal, we might actually go in on a sell trade right here. And I'll show you guys exactly how I do that, okay? So right here, you guys can see range bars are going up. What up, Tariq? How's it going? Portlander saying, any win rate stats yet on this new range bar system? Here we go. So we're getting that. Okay, so we're getting that reversal, but I did miss it. We're a few candles down. So I'll wait for a little bit of a pullback, and then we'll go in on that right here. Yeah, so exactly. So the win rate is actually the same because the strategy is the same. The range bars are the same, except now you just have access to the range bars and you don't have to wait for any a stream that's running through YouTube. All right, guys, so we just entered this sell trade right here because the range bars were going red. Now, again, you guys know the risk is less than 1%. I'm going to set my stop loss and take profit at 100 points. So it's all the same thing over and over again. All right, so let's set my stop loss right here. So our entry was 94,252. So my stop loss will be 94,350. And my take profit will be 91.50. There we go. So there's my stop loss. There's my take profit. And here, okay, so everyone's also wondering what's the strategy, okay? So here's the strategy. We always are looking for the range bar reversal, red to green or green to red. Then once we enter the trade, or before we enter the trade, we always set our lot size so we're risking less than 1%. And then after we're risking less than 1%, we set our stop loss and take profit always at 100 points above and below our entry. So always 100 points above and below. And then we let the trade ride out. We don't change anything. So a lot of people do, like, they'll move their stop loss up, or, they'll move it to break even or any of those things. Now, what's going to happen is if you do that, you're most likely, the market's going to have a pullback. You're going to get kicked out of the trade. So what we found is this is the only strategy that gives us a profitable track record. And we have a track record of over 6 years, 7 years, I think now, where we've been profitable using this strategy. Hey, Degwale, hey, how's it going? Thanks for the gifts, appreciate it. Let's go. Portlander saying, with less latency, would the win rate increase? It depends. So basically, you could actually, that last stream, even though we were trying to get it to you guys as quick as possible, there was still a little bit of delay, and a lot of people caught that. A lot of people are like, hey, the range bars are a little delayed with the last system. But with this, it's running directly right to your system. So there's actually no delay whatsoever. Right here. Let's see. Did you check super trend for this? Yeah, so actually the super trend here went red. It did just go green again, but I think we got a pretty good entry here. We're just going to let it ride out because you guys know what it is. It's actually all about consistency. A lot of traders, what they'll do is they'll do 5 trades, 10 trades, and they'll say, oh, I lost, 7 trades. This strategy doesn't work. Actually, that's not how trading works. Trading is done over thousands and thousands of trades. So that's how you will know whether a trading strategy is profitable or not. So guys, go right now to justsimpletrading.org. Stop getting wrecked by trying to do analysis on time-based candles. You should just be using the range bars. You can do any analysis that you want, but you can also check out the range bars, and what that'll show you is exactly which way the trend is going. Now, you can use the range bars to do scalping, short-term trades, or you can use the range bars to do swing trades. How? Now, when you open a market, for example, if I was to open BTC, now if I make the range bar size very small, so let's say 5 points or 2 points, now what that'll show me is very small trend reversals, so very quick, fast trend reversals. Now that's good for scalping, right? So let's say I want to just catch a few points per trade. I'll make the range bar size small, so as soon as I get a little bit of a reversal, I can enter, catch just a few points and exit. Now if I want to do swing trade, I want to do over a long period of time, I want to do a long-term trade, I want to be able to see which way the overall trend is going in a bigger on a bigger scale. For that, what I could do is I can make the range bar size huge. So I would make the range bar size really big. And what that would do is I would be able to, I'd be able to see what's happening over long term, see when the large trend is reversing, and enter according to that. Trend Orbit is saying, I can't believe y'all charge for range bars now. Actually, just so you guys understand, this system costs us about $1.8 million to build. Plus, every single time you connect to it, you're now paying for data fees. But that's up to you. You're paying your own data fees. We're not charging you for the system at all, actually. It's really just because, just so you guys know, data is very expensive. If you look anywhere, you'll find data is like just for like a small time, you just want like a few markets, data is like $10,000 to $50,000 a month. $10,000 to $50,000 a month. And what we're doing is, you can get access to all of this data for way, way less than that. All right. How can I add you on Discord? Actually, if you have any questions, you can just DM me directly right here on TikTok. Chris is saying, first time seeing, can you explain your system? How much is it per month? It's only $27. It's less than $1 per month. And that too, you get the range bars overlay. You get access to a few markets. It's only $27. And instead of paying like $10K a month, I mean, less than $1 a day, I think if you do like one trade, you'll probably just pay it off. Why don't you let it load with a bottle instead of trade extend? Since most of us are used to a bottle. Yeah, so actually we're going to make it where you can select which trading platform opens, but once you've set up your trading, your platform here on Just Simple Trading, if you click start here, I'll show you guys this. Just click save setup. If you click save setup, it'll save exactly how you've set up your screen. So if you have a bottle open or if you have certain markets open, it'll save it, and next time you log in, it'll log in with those settings saved. How to use the system for sure. So basically the way the system works is right here, the range bars show us exactly which way the market is going. Okay, so for example, right here, we're getting a reversal. Okay, so we're going from green to red, right? We're going from green to red. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and enter this sell trade right here. Okay, now I risk less than 1%. I enter based on the trend reversals, and then I set my stop loss and take profit at 100 points. Okay, so let's go ahead and set our stop loss and take profit. Okay. So here is our stop loss. What was our entry here? 278, so right there. And then set our take profit. There we go. All right, so now we've set our stop loss and we've set our take profit. Okay, there we go. So we entered based on the trend reversal. We set our stop loss, we set our take profit at 100 points. And now we're just going to let it ride out. So our risk is very low, always less than 1%. And we're always making sure that we're being protected because we're setting our stop loss. A lot of people, what they do is, they'll call me and they'll say, hey, I blew my account. I'm like, okay, how'd you do that? And it's basically that they forgot to set stop loss or they forgot to set take profit. And what happened is the market went to where they wanted, but then they got greedy. And that's really what's going to, get you wrecked is it's greed. So, yeah. All right, yeah. If you guys have any questions about the system, about the strategy, anything like that, make sure you guys put in the comments. And you can also just get all of the information right there on our website. So just go to justsimpletrading.org, and then you could go to contact. Over here, it's our office address is there. So if you guys want to come visit us in person, it's all right there for you guys. Didi Boy saying, is it 27 a month? So you get 5 markets. For the 27. You want to learn for sure. So actually, every day I'm gonna start coming live. Actually, I'm gonna be live here every single day around this time, and then also in the evening. Okay, in the evening I'm also gonna be live. So I would say in about 7 hours from now. Where are you guys in the world? Wherever you guys are in the world, I'll be live in about 7 hours as well. Okay. Why am I getting checkout error when attempting the 7-month range bar overlay? Because there's no $7 a month range bars overlay. Where do you see that? There's only this one where you get the overlay, you get the 5 markets, and then you can also add markets. Yeah, it's 27 a month. And here's the thing, it's not that we're selling a course or anything like that. You're actually just paying for your own data fees, where you're able to run range bars, which is over a $1.8 million system, and you get to run that on your own computer. And there we go, guys. We just hit take profit on the last trade. Congratulations to everyone. Basically, it's exactly when the range bars reversed, we entered our sell trade, which was right there. So we got the range bars reversal, we entered the sell trade, and we just hit $1,000 take profit. So congratulations. Basically, if you took that trade, you would have paid off your whole subscription for 5 years. For 5 years, basically, if you had done a trade like this, you would have paid your subscription for 5 years for the data, all right, which is pretty crazy. Is your office in downtown Toronto? No, so it's actually in Mississauga. So if you want to come to our office right here, if you just go to our website, justsimpletrading.org, and go to contact, our office address is right there. So our HQ, our headquarters is right there. There's the office address. What was the margin for that trade? I think the margin is around 10,000 because I'm doing 10 lots. All right. So that was a pretty good trade. So congratulations for anyone who's in there. Notification is saying, what type of broker do you use? So we're using MetaTrader 5, regulated broker, GOOOOO. They're regulated and licensed. Portlander is saying, why the free symbols were pre-selected? Those are just the ones that, that are available for free. Because those are the ones that we can just manage the cost. Like, we're taking on the cost for those. But if you want any of the other ones, you're gonna just have to pay for your own data fees. And all of the platforms are right here. So if you click start here, everything is in there. The platforms, the links to the training videos, the links to the live sessions, everything is all right there for you guys. Notification is saying, are you in Canada? Yeah, we're in Toronto right now. Yeah, so Portlander, just try in incognito mode, try logging out and then logging back in. It should update. It should update, and then you'll see this, um, where you can select the markets. So right here, you can see, you can select all of the markets, whichever ones you want. So mostly what I'm doing is you get to select 5 markets, and then you can add any more later that you want. Yeah, notification. Yeah, Pitbull, you can use the free version without a subscription, of course. I'm in Toronto. Yeah, so actually just go to our website, justsimpletrading.org, and then register. Just click Start Engine, register, and then, if you go to platforms, all the platforms that I'm using are right there. Can you do the overlay on the actual MT5 platform? So we have that available, but that's like a completely separate thing. For now, you can actually just log into MetaTrader right through our Just Simple Trading platform. Let's see. Are the training videos for this in school? Yeah, so we're also going to be updating the training videos very soon to go over exactly how to use this new system. So there'll be all the videos soon, but in the meantime, you guys can get access to it. You guys can watch exactly how the range bars work, how you guys can actually use them in the meantime. All right, let's see. We can add some more indicators to this. So let's actually add the RSI. So you guys can see the RSI right now is very high on the range bars. It's around 80, and we're getting a reversal right here. So let's see if we can actually enter the sell trade right here. There we go. Okay. Now I just entered a sell trade. You guys see the range bars are going red. Okay, range bars are going red. So I just entered a sell trade. Now I'm going to go ahead and set my stop loss and my take profit. And we'll see what happens here. Let's see. Jen just saying crypto's crashed. Yeah, I mean, the nice thing about trading is that whether the markets are going up or down, we make money anyways. Dan was saying just tuned in MT5. Yeah, so right here we're trading on MT5 leverage. It's 1 to 500. Portlander saying thanks for the info. I got you. Jen's is saying Bitcoin heading to 75, I guess. Now, here's the thing. We actually don't know the future, okay? And this is why we use the range bars, because the range bars actually show us which way the market is currently going. And that way we don't have to make predictions. And we shouldn't actually be making any predictions anyways, because nobody knows the future. GC is saying, I want to learn for sure. So all you got to do is you just go to our website. The link is in my bio, justsimpletrading.org. Go get your account set up. And then just when you click start here, just go to training videos and everything is in there. So just go to training videos and you can learn exactly how to use the system, how to get access to it. And it's all there for you guys. All right. So what I'll do is I'm going to call it a day here for this live. Thank you guys all for joining. This was a good live. Hopefully you guys learned how we're actually using the new overlay system, because it's actually amazing. You don't have to get wrecked by trying to analyze time-based candles, just like everyone else is getting wrecked in trading. And this is how we make thousands of dollars a day, by using the range bars. All right. Jen's is saying, what's your BTC price prediction? I don't make any predictions because nobody can make predictions. If anyone is making predictions, they're lying to your face. Uh, Gabriel is saying, I'm using a bottle now. How to change to MT5? So you can ask them to, actually you can just open MT5, a bottle on the side. So if you click start here, click platforms, and then for a bottle web trader, just click side by side. Okay, when you click side by side, boom, there you go. And what happens is now you can have your Abato, logged in right here. You can have your range bars running here on the side, like this. So you can have your range bars, and then you can also have your trading platform right there. VIP gold free signals is a scammer. So guys, make sure you guys do not do that. Which 5 markets do we get? So I usually, I trade mostly BTC USD, NASDAQ, which is USA 100, and gold, XAU USD. And then you can do any of the other two that you want. You got them for Ninja Trader. No, so we just have them right now. That they're running on MT5 and they're running on the TradeXN trading platform. All right, so let's call it a day here. Thank you guys all for joining. Go get access to the range bars right now because it's literally a game changer. You don't have to guess which way the market's going because the range bars literally tell you right here we're starting a downtrend. Imagine entering a sell trade right here. That's huge. Imagine entering a buy trade right here. That's also huge. It's crazy. So don't waste time. Get started. I'll see you guys later tonight. In the meantime, go to justsimpletrading.org. Get your account set up. Get the range bars overlay and start using it to actually understand which way the market's really going. Hey, Steve, what's going on? We're just calling it a day here on this live, but I'll see you guys in a few hours. Have a good one. Take care. And I'll be live in about 7 hours from now. Okay, so that gives you guys some time to go get the range bar, start practicing a little bit, have your account set up, have them funded, so we can actually get started. All right, guys, have a good one, and we'll see you in a bit.